This is the final part in our 4-part series on watching me design a unit. So if you have not watched part 1, 2, and 3, go back. They go through the lesson level activities in terms of the protocols. So what is the unit arc? What are the priority standards? What is the driving question and the activist project? And now we're getting to the lesson level outline, which only comes once those first 3 pieces are done. So here we go. Let's dive into the last piece. So lesson level outline. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up here. I'm going to pull down this protocol piece. Actually, I'm going to pull down both and then we can just kind of edit this. So I'm literally showing you what you could do. Your coach could do this with the team. So here we go. We have the focus. So we are going to hook January 6th. What happened? So circle might be a short video. It might be like a 2-minute clip. And now we're going to do a circle where students process what exactly they thought. It might be 2 questions that are answered by all students in the circle. It might be more if you have a very small group, but it might be something like, what do you recall of January 6th? Maybe they recall nothing, and that's totally fine. It could be another more content-focused piece, but I think it really should be anchored in the student's experience, and we're going to do another deep dive into that the next day around prior knowledge. So forming some questions, maybe KWL, whatever the protocol is that you use. The text, honestly, I wouldn't even use the text here. I would maybe this news video, or I could use quotes from student circle. So from the day before, what came up? So maybe students just need to be reminded of that to then start generating the questions. There may be additional text that you bring in, but I think starting with just like students' experience for the first lesson or 2 would be great. And now we're gonna mind map. So from the perspective of truth and reconciliation, maybe we do a little mind map. Or if we're gonna take a geographical focus and we're gonna look at countries around the world, then maybe we look at a map of which countries have actually done TRCs, Truth and Reconciliation Committees. So this could be a world map, or we could do like just a blank chart paper and do like an open mind map. If you want to get some more questions formulated and more prior knowledge, you can kind of go either direction. Let's say we're gonna do a world map of TRCs. Now we're gonna build the base. So what we might decide to do is actually use something from the Human Rights Convention. We might use a text from Truth and Reconciliation or from a restorative practices approach. We might use some sort of core text there. You might even use Archbishop Desmond Tutu's language around truth and reconciliation. Could be like a speech from Desmond Tutu. Could be something from like Germany's constitution. Use Germany as a case study of truth and reconciliation and how their constitution reflects that truth and reconciliation work. So many things you could use. So then we're going to look at it again. So we're going to use the same text, whatever text we chose here, choose one, and then use the same text here, and then we're gonna have a circle about it. So again, process, same text, 3 days of the same text, and we're just gonna process it. So now we're going to look at a case study. We might start with Germany post World War II. We might go to Ireland, South Africa, Chile, and then it could be really interesting to look at truth and reconciliation from the perspective of restorative practices in schools. So you might look at like Oakland Unified or some other group. There's so many that are doing this work. So then from there we have student win time. So all the texts are student defined, right? They can use previous text, but they can also find their own text. So this is all like student research. Students are figuring out what they want to do. Are they gathering new research? Are they going back into others that we've already done together as a group? Here, a text might be the rubric. We also think of a text as the feedback form for if other teachers and students are coming in and seeing your work, or community members, what feedback can they give? So students can help co-design that, or you can give it to them and then they can just like get the feedback from teachers. And then I think some reflective prompts would be a really good quote unquote text or resource to use in that reflection final journal circle. The presentation, quote unquote, could be that they are mailing or presenting what they're doing. And maybe that's even like an earlier, maybe that's like lesson 18. Maybe we move peer feedback up and we do that. But that we then have the expo of like, how did the mailing and presenting. That's it for the 4-part series on watching me design a unit from scratch. I would love to know which part was your favorite. What do you have questions on? What feels helpful? And what do you create as a result of this tutorial series? So please let me know in the comments, email me, ask me the questions, tell me what future videos you'd like to see. Thanks so much for watching.